Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm being interviewed for the first time by oikotimes. Yay! You know nothing about me.
Claudia, it's so nice to see you 2 months after Eurovision in Kiev. First of all, how was the experience in Kiev, in the city?
Well, as a city and the lifestyle from what we were able to see, I liked it a lot. People were very warm, the food was great, and we were treated very well. So I have very good memories of Kiev, but especially of the whole Eurovision experience, from the minute that I won in Malta to the last day we were in Kiev. It's a beautiful experience all around, and I'd love to do it all over again.
But the thing is that in Malta you already changed the rules and you have 100% televoting, and this is how you won. And in Eurovision we still have the juries making a big impact.
Yes.
Do you think it's fair to use the jury in Eurovision?
Well, I think it's subjective, you know. I mean, some people don't like 100% televoting. Some people don't like the mix between jury and televoting. Well, when it was announced in Malta that it was going to be 100% televoting, I didn't bother because it didn't bother me because I believe Eurovision for us in Malta is very important. As you well know, it's a very small country, and Eurovision for us is the only platform we have to go internationally. So it's a people's festival. And it is close to the heart of the Maltese people. So I was happy that they had to get the chance to choose the song they wanted to go and the singer they wanted them to represent them this year in Kiev. When it comes to Eurovision, well, I really cannot complain about the juries, because I did well with the juries and unfortunately not so well with the televoting. But I guess every festival has its own story. And it's a mixture of luck, it's a mixture of where you end up in the polls, where you end up in the actual night, which number you're going to sing. So, I don't know. I don't know if there's an actual good
Recipe,
formula.
yes,
Yeah.
formula, yes.
I think you have to go there with an open heart, you know. You just go there, enjoy it, whatever happens, it happens. For artists, for ourselves, it's a huge platform. Millions of people see you. So I just went there with that thing in my mind.
2 months after Eurovision, what is the biggest impact Eurovision did on you?
I think what I've realized is a lot of foreigners got to know who I am more closely. Before, when I was in our national finals, there were fans from abroad who told me, Claudia, we want to see you, you know, we want to see you finally win after so many years. But now I actually, even on Instagram for instance, there are fan pages, you know, people who I've never met and probably will never meet, and who live at the other side of the world sometimes, and they just cheer for you and follow you and genuinely wish you well. And that is such a beautiful thing that Eurovision brought to my life. Apart from that, just the whole experience has made me grow, and that is it. Just even those 3 minutes on stage is something I will carry with me all my life. And I think after I experienced the Eurovision Festival, I know that I can control my nerves, because I was so calm on that stage. If I managed to do that, I think I will manage to do anything else.
Okay, we know Claudia as a singer, as a star of Malta, as a music professional, but who is Claudia, the real Claudia?
Well, my full-time job is working with kids who have difficulties and physical difficulties, intellectual difficulties, and that is what I do. So I assist these kids. it's a very fulfilling job. And through my music and through my career, I help them as well when it comes to self-esteem, when it comes to therapy through music. So that is what I do apart from being a musical artist. And I am very much into psychology, and I'm actually thinking of going back to university and study psychology. It's one of my dreams in my bucket list to become a psychotherapist. And above all, I'm a traveler. I love to travel around the world, and Eurovision made me travel a lot, so that's another beautiful thing that Eurovision brought for me. And yeah, I'm just a very, very relaxed person, a free spirit. I love people. I love humanity in general, and I like people who are warm and honest and humble. I come from humble origins, and that's something beautiful that I feel myself, and I keep myself very grounded. So I'm a very simple girl in reality.
As a traveler, do you remember your first travel experience?
Oh God. Well, my dad is Italian, so we did live in Italy for some time, and I have little memory of that. Then I remember, even my mom was always very open, and she allowed me around. I was around 9 years old, and we had this school trip, you know, and she allowed me to go. So since I was young, I always loved to catch the plane, even if it is to Sicily. You know, Sicily and Malta is like 30 minutes away, but at least I'm on a plane and I'm going on another new adventure.
And how did this whole singing thing start?
So my mom sings as well, but back then they didn't have the opportunities we have today. So she didn't actually have time to fulfill her dream of becoming an artist. She got married at 17 years old, had Fabrizio at 19, so she didn't have time for her musical career. And however, she realized that Fabrizio had a good voice, and she pushed him all the way to start his musical career, and he started to sing at 9 years old. So then basically I was born after 7 years, and I lived in a household where music was always full blast.
So it was the logical thing to do.
So it just happened naturally, and I showed my mom that I have this passion for music, and I carry it with me till now. If I didn't have music in my life, I wouldn't know what to do with my life.
So after tomorrow you're leaving you're going back to Malta. What's your next steps?
So now, at the moment, I'm full blast rehearsing with my band, because the first week of August in Malta we have a beer festival, it's called. It's one of the biggest festivals in Malta. It takes a whole week, and it's a massive festival of music and different beers, because it's organized by this Maltese brand of beers, and it's a beautiful thing we look forward to every year. This year for me is especially more important after being Malta's representative in Eurovision, so the show is going to be more grand, and so when I go back, you know, the next day, boom, at the studio to rehearse. But this is so beautiful because mainly what I like to do in music is play with my band, which is a completely different genre from what I do in Eurovision. But maybe you'll get to see some clips on my page, and you'll see a different side of Claudia.
Okay, the last thing that I want to ask is, I've been to Malta 4 times, I know what Malta is all about. But for those who haven't been in the island, give us one good reason why should someone visit the island?
Well, apart from being it really small, so you can visit it, all of it, in a few days, I think the most beautiful thing about Malta is the people. The people, We are very warm, very friendly with everyone, very helpful, and that is such a beautiful thing when you go to a country. For instance, I was saying before, when I went to Kiev, I still remember the people, because the people do make a difference in the country, and that is something you carry with you. Apart from that, the sightseeing, the beautiful sea, but even in winter, if you don't go to the beach, you know, it's an amazing country. It's so small, but it has so much to give. And there are also a lot of artists, so gigs going around. If you like history, there's history. If you like, I don't know, water sports, there's water sports, theater, there's everything, but everything in a small scale. But I invite you to go and see for yourself.
And what's the first thing that we have to try when we are in Malta?
Pasticci.
With ricotta.
With ricotta or piselli.
Or piselli. Perfect. Claudia, it was so nice to see you again. We hope to see you again soon in another gig or maybe in Eurovision. What do you think?
Yes, definitely. I will definitely go in our festival again, definitely. I don't know when. I will give it some time, and I will work on something different from what I've done, and I will be back for sure. I would just hope the Maltese public will give me another opportunity to represent them. But I will be back one day.
Thank you so much, Claudia.